Greetings, fellow YouTubers. Irv Lindsay here. So I am in this crazy bit of traffic that we call Glenway, which is, for those of you that aren't living on the west side or have been away from Cincinnati for a while, it is down to one lane in each direction now. Good luck turning left across this to go the other direction. Have you heard about Frisch's? Yeah, Frisch's is in the news. They have gotten a judge's order to evacuate, they've been evicted. They've been evicted. Yeah, isn't that some crazy stuff? So let's pull into the old Frisch's here. This is for sale, as you can see. The sign that just slid past. And we have, that is likely the thumbnail right there. Can you believe? So let's talk about what happened with Frisch's. This, as a lot of you may remember, this hasn't always been a Frisch's at this location. We're here at the intersection of Sydney and Glenway, and this used to be a Roy Rogers many moons ago, and it went out of business a long time back. I guess it wasn't performing well. I won't discuss my thoughts on Frisch's service or quality, but a judge just ordered Frisch's to, how do you say it legally? They've been evicted, guys. They have been evicted. And basically they haven't been paying their rent. So what happened? Well, I did a little research on this so you guys don't have to. For those of you that don't know about this, Frisch's was purchased. It used to be a publicly traded company, was owned for 70 years by a local family until 2015. In 2015, Frisch's was sold to an out-of-town investment company. That's always bad news when you hear those words. And that investment company bought all majority stock, and I don't know how it works, but they privatized the company. And the very next thing they did, so they had paid, I don't know, you can look it up, it's like $100 and something million for Frisch's. And then the first thing they did was sell all of the real estate that was owned by Frisch's, including the land and the buildings, to another out-of-town investment company. It's called a lease buyback. And they sold the property for, I think I read something between 30 and 50 million. Again, you'll have to look it up. And it's a way of generating cash. It's a fast way for an investor to generate money when they have purchased something like this. It's bad news. It's frowned upon. I firmly believe it should be illegal. This is what happened to Red Lobster when they got bought out, and they did the same thing. They sold all the property out from beneath them. The quality almost always begins to suffer. And so yeah, that's what happened. That was the start of it. So that company, Frisch's, the next thing they did was they got rid of I think they got what they used to do Coke, and they switched to Pepsi, or vice versa. The quality just started going downhill at most locations. That's what I think we can all of us that live here that have eaten there. I know I used to love going to Frisch's, and I have some good memories. I've only lived here. I haven't lived here my whole life, but I have good memories of Frisch's. And at a certain point, I refused to eat there. In the last couple of years, I just refused to eat there. Even the best Frisch's locations kind of went downhill. So that's all I have to say about that. I do have whole stories I could tell, but I won't. But so my understanding is oh, yeah, they've changed this here now too. It's only one lane. I'm turning left up here, so I'm going to go ahead and skip everybody. Basically, when the stores weren't performing, this company just quit paying the rent. And I guess they're just collecting all of the food sales and not paying rent, and they have been evicted from 5 locations, more to follow. My understanding from what I've read is that all of the Frisch's, I'm sorry for the glare, guys, all of the Frisch's locations in Cincinnati will be eventually closed because they're all in the eviction process. There will still be Frisch's Big Boys in northern Kentucky, other parts of Ohio, Indiana, but there won't be any in the Cincinnati area for the most part. I'm sure you guys have comments and questions about this. Please feel free to post below. I am not the all up. I did actually do some research on this because I was curious myself about what went on. And it seems fishy to me. It just seems fishy that they did a lease buyback of all the properties so that they no longer owned their own property, and then the quality tanked, and now they're putting them out of business. It just seems like a giant money grab to me, and legal, yes. Ethical, absolutely not. A part of the culture of our area has been destroyed. And you guys know what I think about the destruction of history. I'm not sure there's anything that can be done about it. Eventually, Frisch's and businesses like this have been sold out to large investment companies. Though they will be nothing but an intellectual property, very similar to Toys R Us, that somebody will purchase the rights to and then reopen in some small capacity to cater to nostalgia. One day, Frisch's will probably be just a couple of restaurants and a museum with a bunch of memorabilia that you can purchase. And that is sad. All right, we've made a giant circle. I'm now going down Covedale. I love Covedale, this little slice of Cincinnati. It's so beautiful. People always decorate their homes. Today is November 1st, 2024. It's a day after Halloween. There's still Halloween decorations up. It is, a lot of people consider this the beginning of the holidays. My dad was in radio. He was a radio broadcaster for 50 years, and he refused to play Christmas music until December 1st. He would play a select Christmas song on occasion starting on the Friday after Thanksgiving, but he refused to play Christmas music en masse until December 1st. He was old school radio. He had some very old school ideas about radio. For instance, he would not play 2 female artists in a row. Did you know that was an old radio rule? Women traditionally in the entertainment industry were actually discriminated against in a very real way. They would not play 2 female artists in a row. That is a true fact. Having been raised in the radio and entertainment news music format radio station in the entertainment industry, I can tell you a few things about the radio broadcast media, a little bit about television, but they're all the same. It's all, if it bleeds, it leads. It's all about advertisement. They're not out to inform you. They're out to see how many people they can get to tune back in. And it's all about tune in for more information as the situation develops. And it never has a resolution. It's always tune back in. That's what they're after. They're after people. They're after viewers. And it's the same today with Netflix and YouTube and Spotify and Apple Music. It's all about the number of people consuming the media. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Just want to talk about Frisch's. For those of you who are out of town, And even some people that live here like me, I don't really watch the news because I don't trust the news because I grew up in it. So for those of us that are not in touch, that is, go read up on it. Don't take my word for it. Always do your own research. You know. But hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.